Hey, ladies and gents, this is Izdawitz coming at you with the review of the Cosmic Legions Olek Thygar Hvalkatar action figure. Here's a quick look at the box. That's his name. And right here, we have a bio. This is a deluxe figure, so it's a bit of a bigger box. Olek Thygar Hvalkatar. Waking up dazed and distressed in an unfamiliar darkness, Olek Thygar is unknowingly at the threshold of a life forever changed. After being beaten and dragged along a jagged floor by faceless armored soldiers, Thygar finds himself restrained and staring up at the gates of the infamous prison known as Hvalkatar. With his former life stolen from him, as it had been once before, the normally calm and centered Thygar finds himself suppressing a rage that he has fought a lifetime to contain. Succumbing to this rage could lead to his ultimate demise or be the key to his very survival. So, looks like a creature driven by rage. Here's the back of the box with the cross cell and all the other figures, some of which I have already reviewed. And here is the Hvalkatar Book 1 information. Very, very nice box. I mentioned before, but I'll say again, the fact that the inside insert of the box comes out and it looks like a little cell and makes a great backdrop to this figure and other figures. It's really well thought out. So in front we have a digital render, and as we have in all the other boxes. So these boxes are not as collector friendly as the Mythic Legions boxes. They are, however, more personalized and more elaborate. And I think, just to give this a very, very different look. So we've already seen Olek Thygar in his Grave Ring version. You can see him back there. But this is him in a spacesuit. So deluxe with a ton of extra accessories. I'll just show you the insert of the accessories that came in the side of the package. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different hands. 1, 2 sidearms, 1, 2 wrist blasters, a machine gun looking either laser pistol, I don't know if it's a projectile weapon or what. This extra head, so this is a sleeker helmet and alternate head for him. That's the back, so this is the front, and you can see his eyes kind of peering out there behind the orange tinted glass, which you can also take out. And there he is. Now, why his visage differs than the other, we don't know. But I think it has something to do with his powers and the fact that, he'd suppressed them for a while. But he has 2 appendages, sort of like antennas coming out of his head in the other form. And then this, what appears to be a sort of a gold, I think, techno piece covering what looks like his third eye. I'm not sure how that works, but I am very, very interested in hearing about it. So that's the alternate head, which is another one of the many accessories that come with this piece. Also showing you the little wrist holographic projection. Many people have, many of the other figures have also come with that holographic projection, and it's hard to read exactly what that font says, but I'm sure some intelligent and enterprising fans have already decoded that, because that's part of the fun, right? So here he is. Let me show you how the holographic projection fits into that port on his wrist, and then he can look at that and read his email messages, right? Or find out what secret message is being conveyed by others so that they can escape this awful and horrible prison, which apparently he is noble and he's a hero and he's the main protagonist, I'm guessing. And they're not treating the other prisoners very well, part of this prison industrial complex. So another accessory that he has is this big giant gun. Let's take a little closer look at that. It's nicely painted, nicely detailed. I think this is a gun, but it has a piece that swaps out. I believe other pieces have what appear to be muzzles for some kind of projectile or laser or something. This one looks like it may be a chisel for working in the mines or something of the sort. There's also this piece that comes out, and I believe it was Vorga that had the weapons belt that plugged in there. So as you can see, Vorga did not have the chisel. She had a sort of double muzzle, but this has a piece that pops in over there and turns it into a massive jackhammer. I think that's what it is. Could very well be another sort of weapon. So, yeah. And this is the way that it's held by Vorga. So I think I had him holding it wrong. But anyway, it's a really cool weapon and big honking accessory. So let's see here. Here is his space helmet. And this has this translucent orange bubble. And then inside you've got some painted details and some techie bits, some sort of technology, but it fits in really nicely. I like the bubble helmet with the orange tint as well. It gives it a real stylish look, and the orange is really complementary with the metallic blues and the skin, so it looks cool. And you can pop that on his head there so that he can go and explore whatever it is that he needs to explore with his own bubble, creating an atmosphere he can live in. And we also have a separate neck peg, and I'm not sure whether or not this neck peg is, yeah, it fits on that alternate head nicely. So I think that neck peg is for the alternate sleeker bubble helmet as well. So that's another accessory. So let's take a look at a few other details, and then I'll put him side by side with the grave ring figure, and we can see what, do a little comparison there. So same sort of stoic, noble visage, but instead of the appendages or antenna or whatever those things are, he's got horns. So a little bit of a like demonic devil look. He has these as well in the back. It's a very sleek look. This also has the neck sitting high up on the neck peg. So again, some people have complained about that. That's a really easy fix with a little tiny bit of drumming if you decide that that's something that you want to do. I love the metallic blues. I love how they're offset with these oranges. And, you know, there's this backpack with jets as well. And then the belt with the ports. Everything is really, really nicely detailed, nicely painted. No slop. These cool pants that we've seen before in Mythic Legions fit in really well. And then he has these, I don't know if they're anti-gravity boots or rocket boots or whatever, but, you know, the Four Horsemen, anytime they have a chance to sculpt detail into a part, even a part that you don't normally see, they'll do it. They always go that extra mile. You know, Eric Treadaway is the king of those extra details. He's even put fingerprints on the troll figures in the Mythic Legions line, so he's not going to leave that surface unpainted. I could see putting some boosters, rocket boosters on there, and then putting him on a flight stand and having him going through space. His hands have 3 fingers, so his gloved hands have 3 fingers as well. That makes complete sense. There are also a couple ports here in the front, so you can plug in various accessories or whatever. Let me get the other figure and then we'll look at them side by side. I'm particularly interested in the differences with the face and what's going on there. So here we go. This is him with his weapon. I have him holding both versions of the staff and the mace. So here he is. As you can see from the waist down and the pants, that part's identical all the way down to the ankles, but obviously his feet are different because he's wearing rocket boots here or anti-gravity boots. And then the full spaceship or spacesuit that has him covered basically head to toe. So the face, there are 3, it's like a third eye there. Opening, 3rd eye, maybe 4th eye, maybe 5th eye. So this looks like maybe a bindi, like a somewhat influenced by Indian culture, perhaps, where they will have some sort of forehead adornment. And then I don't know what the spiritual significance is, but the Indian culture has a blue god, a major god, and they have the forehead adornments. And so maybe he undergoes definitely some sort of transformation. And then maybe that's where his 3rd eye and maybe 4th and 5th eye open up. Then you can see, instead of the horns that he has here in the Hvalkatar version, the Gravering version has these really cool appendages. And then they're purple, they're painted purple in the Gravering version, and they're just a sort of calm, soothing blue in this version. So that's a difference. That's a difference when he's fully powered up and engaged, I think, is that these horns, they pop up and then they turn purple. And then I'm guessing all hell breaks loose. I obviously love both versions, right? It's hard to choose between these two. The spacesuit, I think, comes with more stuff and more, like the helmet and the gun, which he doesn't come with. But earlier we were talking about the fact that in the Gravering version, he didn't have punching fists or guns as weapons, but he has a full complement of guns and weapons in this version. So maybe this is when he's freed from the prison and engaging in battles. Who knows? Who knows? But can't wait to find out. I'll show you what he looks like holding this weapon. It's in there nicely. See that? Obviously, he also comes with these little plastic plugs, and you can use that. You can pop that in the back there, and then you can take his sidearms and Put it back there, kind of like a holster. They come with 2 long translucent plastic port plugs, and 2 short ones. So let's see, maybe I'm using the wrong one here. Let's see how that works. There. See. So he's loaded for bear there. And he also has, of course, the wrist blasters that plug into the gauntlets. So you can shoot with those there. They can rotate around. A lot of the other figures have those as well. So which one of these 2 is your favorite? Or if you were lucky enough to get both, then you don't even have to pick a favorite. You can have both and have him equipped for space adventures or gladiatorial arena combat if you'd like. So, quick run through of all the accessories. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hands. So 4 sets of hands. He has the 2 of these blasters. He has 2 of the sidearms. He has the machine gun, the holographic translucent green thing that projects from his wrist gauntlet. He has the other second head with the translucent visor, and he has the bubble helmet. So let me put the other head on him really quick. I haven't applied heat to this, and it's hard to get the neck up, but let's show you what that looks like. I would suggest heating up there so that it's easier to put the peg in, but I've already committed to this. Put some elbow grease there, and there's the peg, and then there's the head, and that's what that version looks like right there. The difference between this neck piece and that neck piece is obviously this neck shows his flesh, his scaly alien flesh, and this one has it completely covered. So that would be, I guess, when he's in space. You got to be completely covered head to toe in space. Otherwise, it works out badly for you. All right, that's my review of Olek Thygar. Not the Grave Ring version, but the Hvalkatar version. Hope you enjoyed it. Is Dwiz signing out.